What's up, everybody? So I am out and about outside. It is really nice out. It's a slightly chilly, but that's how I like it. So today I want to talk to you about two games that were played yesterday. The very first one is obviously the Bayern and Dortmund game for the Pokal, the DFB Pokal. It was a great game. It was a great game, very epic. And it resulted in Bayern losing, which is very shocking. Very, very shocking considering the form that Dortmund has been in all year. Very shocking. So the first goal was, I think the keeper made a couple mistakes, but Lewandowski capitalized, does what he does best, and he poached that bad boy in there. It was nice. It wasn't bad. Really, really wasn't bad. I think you can actually watch it right now, somewhere around here. The other goal was actually a really, really nice goal. Really nice goal. And it was, what happened was Blaszczykowski was at the top of the box. He chipped it for a through ball, a high through ball, and with a first touch sweaty cross, Mithrain crosses it in, and Aubameyang pinches it right in. Now everyone thought at first that it wasn't a goal because Neuer punched it out, but after going back and watching, it was definitely a goal. The whole sphere of the ball crossed the line, and yeah, it was a goal, and it was a great goal. Once again, I'm sure you're watching it right now. But yeah, and of course, with that draw, it led into penalties, which I don't know about you, but I love penalties. It doesn't happen that often, and so when you do get to watch penalties, it's great. And I don't know what happened with Lahm and Xabi Alonso. Maybe they put soap on their shoes. I don't know what happened, but they both slipped. The first two guys for Bayern Munich walks up to take the penalty, and whoop, there she goes. It was great. It was great. I don't really like seeing Lahm do that because I think he's absolutely fantastic, but you know what? They've won enough. And for Dortmund to win like this, and I'll show all the other penalties as well. I'm sure you're still watching. But for Dortmund to win, it was huge. Because first of all, you got Kiel. Yeah, he's been there for a very long time. He's already announced he's going to retire after this year. He'll probably still work with Dortmund after this. But as a player, what a way to go out if they can pull off the win, considering how poor the year was and, what they call their Black Swan year. It was a really, really great win. And then for Klopp, obviously, too. For him to get to leave on a... sorry, I keep looking. People are watching me. For him to get to leave possibly on a trophy, I think that's really great. I think he deserves it. Klopp's an amazing coach, and he's been really huge for Dortmund, and it's not a lot of words to describe how great it would be if he would walk out with one trophy for his send-off. So last night there was a second game played as well, and it was, oh, the birds are loud. It was Liverpool versus Hull City. Now most people would think that this would be an easy win, but if you remember what happened last year, Liverpool were still in the title fight, and that's where they messed up. They had a 3-goal lead, and they blew it. They blew a 3-goal lead at Hull City. I think it's called the KC Stadium. I could be wrong. Don't kill me in the comments. But yeah, it was a back and forth game, and the goal scored by who was it? What's his name? I think it's Dawson. Yeah, Dawson, old Tottenham guy. It was a good goal. It was a really good goal. And yeah, overall the game was poor. Liverpool weren't clinical, and a lot of questions are being asked about Brendan Rodgers, about should he remain as the manager. I think that's an unfair question. First of all, if you look at last year, yes, Sturridge was great, and he stayed healthy for most of the year. But the thing you have to remember is they only had really only one world-class player, and that was Luis Suarez. Now, if you sell your only player who's a world-class athlete, it is very hard to replace that. People don't understand how good Luis Suarez is because they want to look at his controversies, and he did have some, and he has some serious issues, and he has a serious case of denial. He refuses to admit that he does wrong, and he always tries to find a way around it, and blames other people for his mistakes. Anyway, that's a whole nother issue. But yeah, there's no denying how good he is, and how good he was for Liverpool last year. But if you if you sell him, your only true world-class player, what do you expect to have in a year? You know, you buy, you know, all these players over the summer, you spend all this money, but you can't replace that kind of thing. You cannot replace that. You know, and Liverpool has struggled, and then recently you tack on the whole controversy with Sterling and the whole contract situation, and it's a mixture of disaster. It's a mixture for disaster is what that is. But for me, I think it's very harsh to say that Brendan Rodgers needs to be sacked. It's not his fault that the club decided to sell their centerpiece, the club that is, or the player that made that team great. And a lot of people will point to Chelsea saying how good they can be when they sell someone, which they don't normally sell that many. Thank God. Or you can say United when Ronaldo got sold, but you can't compare the United to Liverpool. Liverpool doesn't have that kind of budget. They haven't built up the reputation that United have under Sir Alex Ferguson to get that many world-class players to actually come to them. That's not a knock against Liverpool. Liverpool fans, don't kill me, but it's the truth. Man United have replacements. They have people ready, and that's just the way it is when you have that extra money. But yeah, what Liverpool need to watch out for is what this could potentially mean for their season. So if you look at the league table, I'll pop that up somewhere, ready somewhere. They're level on points with Tottenham. They're still in 5th place because of goal differential, but they're level on points with Tottenham. And I believe they're only 1 point or so, roughly 1 point, 1 game win above Southampton. So I mean, their season could get really worse really fast, really worse. And there's not so many games left. So I mean, if they're expecting to get to play in Europe, to even get to play, they better stay on their game, because Tottenham, I think, have a good chance of jumping them, and Southampton have already proved that they are ready to go guns blazing. But yeah, guys, I mean, it was a horrible result. It just goes to show that Hull have Liverpool's number, and you know what? All I'm gonna say is I just don't think you should be too harsh on Brendan Rodgers. I think he's done a great job, considering what he's had to deal with Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool are a big club, but they're quickly becoming a selling club. Don't be shocked when Sterling sold over the summer. Don't be shocked if when Sturridge gets fit, he might get sold off. I mean, it can happen if the right dollars are out there, and that's really sad. So guys, that's going to be it for me today. I am going to enjoy the rest of the day, and then I got to work later. But yeah, tell me what you think of the games. How do you feel about Klopp possibly getting one more trophy? How do you feel about Bayern making the slip? Could it be down to the fact that their 2 biggest names are not able to play with Robben and Ribéry out? Is that what's going on? Do you think that this kind of form will be seen against Barcelona in the coming weeks in the UEFA Champions League? What does it mean for Bayern for the rest of the season? And also, obviously, they've already won the Bundesliga title. Are they going to ease up on the gas, or are they going to be motivated to finish out for a double with the Champions League? What do you think? Liverpool, you think I'm wrong about Brendan Rodgers? What do you feel about that? What do you think about, you know, the fact that he had to lose Luis Suarez? Was he really that important, or am I mistaken? What do you think? Either way, tell me, give me some comments in the comments down below. And leave your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Yeah. That's going to do it for today. Hit that thumbs up, hit that thumbs down, whatever you like. New people, subscribe. And guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.